Oh, God, your mercy. For we're guilty, God. How I bless your name. Challenge us to live your way. Hey, God, challenge us to live your way. I just want to be careful to do your will, God.
So I was looking at the comment section on my House of Payne episode review, and some people were questioning my thoughts on the prayer. Even people I DM about the show, they're like, "Jeremy, you didn't like the prayer?" Well, as I mentioned in my review, it was a it was a well shot scene. The music was powerful. So was Cassie's performance. It was good stuff. But some people feel like I misinterpreted the prayer. Here was my thing. I went back and rewatched it, and I'm playing some of it at the beginning of the video. Can't do the whole thing, copyright, yada yada yada. But yeah, she was praying for grace and wisdom and understanding, and you know being guilty and things like that. But my thing is, it's difficult for me to take Ella seriously when she's with her family, whether it be Miranda or Jasmine or Curtis or whoever. She speaks openly about how she really feels about Laura. But when she's with Laura, she lies. Or at the very least, it's a lie of omission where she doesn't address the elephant in the room. And say what you will about Laura, but at least she'll let it be known how she feels about something. Yeah, there is that massive lack of accountability. Like, I was happy that Ella finally clocked her about, let's not act like that afternoon when you came over, you weren't the one that stirred the pot. And basically, she'll call out the fact that, look, I know there's friction between the family and me. And Ella's like, well, what have we done? Well, here's my question, Ella. You keep going on and on about asking Laura, tell us what we have done to make you feel like there's some sort of disdain or whatnot. Well, Ella, why don't you tell Laura what she has said or done where you don't like her? I mean, to be somewhat fair to Ella, she has explained to Miranda and Curtis that I don't like that chick. I can't put my finger on it, but I don't like her. Well, how about we address that? And it's just like I said in my review. On some level, it just kind of feels like Laura is being gaslit by the family into thinking like something's wrong with you because there's nothing we did that should make you feel unwelcome or unloved or not part of the family. And we're not just talking about specifically what happened in House of Love when she came over and started going in on Miranda in front of Ella and everybody else. It's just that, simply put, Ella's prayer to me felt redundant and low-key just, well, not authentic. Don't have us sit here and watch and hear this scene of her praying if we see her with Laura again and she's not honest. Because to me, it just feels like you're being two-faced. Where when it's like Debo, it's like Debo got mind control. He'd be like, shut the F up. I'll be quiet, but when he leave, I start talking again. It's kind of like with Laura. When Laura ain't around, I'll tell the truth. I don't like her. But when I'm right in front of her and we agree to have a real talk, a real conversation, I'm ducking and dodging her accusations against the family not liking her the same way I duck and dodge events that she has planned where we get to, bond and I choose to do something else. I just honestly feel like Ella's prayer doesn't really hold the weight it should because her Christian demeanor behind closed doors doesn't really match up with the facade that she puts on when she's with Laura. It just seems, maybe I'm out of pocket, but that's just the way I interpret Ella in terms of how she's behaving this season. I mean, I feel like we can, well, maybe a good chunk of us. I don't want to say a majority, and I don't want to say all the fans, but I feel like writing wise, this particular season in my personal opinion, definitely isn't painting Laura or Ella in the best light. That's just how I feel about it. So, do you think Ella's prayer was a good scene? I honestly think a lot of fans feel like it is a good scene because everybody and their mother is praising it. But in terms of the context in which she is praying, do you think it will do anything to move the story further? Like, do you think this will allow Ella to be actually honest with Laura? Or will she just continue to act like there's nothing wrong between the family and you? You're the one who started this mess and yada, yada, yada. But like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.